Yeah. Hey, what's up, y'all? We back at it again. We are here with the second episode, Deeply Rooted Compton Podcast Lounge. The homie AD couldn't be here tonight. He had to take care of some business. So we was blessed by the presence of the GOAT in the battle rap scene, our homeboy from our community, Geechi Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Came in to step in, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we got my nigga TG over here. So, you know, we still right here. We pushing strong. And I want to kick this section off right quick and address a comment that was made, you know, on the last podcast episode in which we was referred to as bullies, to be specific. And I kind of like took a little bit of lightweight, not offense, but I was somewhat appalled that we was even thought of or spoke of or looked at in that fashion, because Crips, if you know your history, and once again, that's what we here to do, is give you some history, give you some knowledge, because we for educational purposes only. Crips is a splinter branch off of the Black Panther Party.
So you said so you worked with Malcolm X organization as a teenager. So the organization kind of disbanded, so to speak. Then where's your life take? What direction did you go in?
Well, I started creating my own cadre and organization, and I gave the code name of the biggest organization, the Little Devils. So I named the Little Devils after the Chinese Revolutionaries. And the Little Devils consisted of individuals from the age of 12 years old to 20. Both male and female. The Little Devils, when I disbanded them, all the males except for one became Compton Crips under the title Randy Crips,
which was a community-based Black Revolutionary organization. And the Crips, after the Black Panther Party was eliminated through the COINTEL program with J. Edgar Hoover and the FBI and the whole shebang, we'll talk about a little bit about that as we go on. I don't want to, jump too ahead of myself, but at the same time, the Crips initially started off as a revolutionary organization, because we was about, and I don't say we, but you know what I'm saying, initially the founders and the original members was about an organization of Black love and Black unity, and having control of the neighborhoods in which we dwelled in, and at the same time making sure that we wasn't being oppressed or haunted or targeted, like some type of hunting game in the wild west by you already know who, But on that note, what you got to say, bro?
Yeah, just to even piggyback on that, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it was a branch off of, so, like, as far as what I know, you know what I'm saying, from what the homies let me know, you know what I'm saying, is the original members was like kids when they started cripping though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They was young when they started that, you know what I mean? So I think that's where like the miseducation comes in for most people not understanding, like they're not gonna have the same type of structure as the Black Panthers, who had a lot of older members, older leadership, older things, you know what I'm saying? So they took what they could, and you know what I mean, and turned it into their way. But as we all know throughout the history, the drugs and everything else that they put in the neighborhood to kind of break apart that leadership, because they was young when they started, but they knew what they was doing. But once you put the drugs involved, and you know what I'm saying, you start to break that structure. So my history of being a Crip never was about being a bully. It was always about uplifting the community, taking care of the community. When we came up, we view a family in the community. We treat you as if you family, no matter who you is. If it's the older lady, that's my grandma, that's my cousin, that's my mama.
And that's what we deeply rooted in.
Yeah, but another thing too, though, I think about the power influence, though, right? Because you got Young Tucky, Raymond, you know what I'm saying? They little squad, they looking up to the Bobby Seals, Fred Hamptons, and all them. And so, you watching all this stuff on the news as a kid, you got all these things in your head, bro, that you want to play out in your own life, you know what I'm saying? That goes to the power of influence. So they was influenced by the Black Panther Party, you know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, they still kids. It's still a lot about life they need to learn. At the end of the day, you got the FBI, you know what I'm saying? You got Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? You watch some of these people get gunned down by the government. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, while they're trying to protect their community, you got outside forces coming in, but they coming in with the drugs, the guns, and all that. That knocked them off their square.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And they continue to this day be deeply rooted, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be PTSD, you know what I'm saying? Traumatized people still suffer from those same, you know what I'm saying, traumatic experience that they went through a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in the hood, mamas, aunties, uncles, grandmamas, crackheads.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Therefore, their lives are trending. And it just kept trending down, you know what I'm saying? But that don't take away, you know what I'm saying, what the purpose of the goal, which was to be community oriented, you know what I'm saying, which was to uplift people, you know what I'm saying? And so I think, you know, people gotta look deep into their history and understand how did we get to where we at now, coming off the Black Panther Party. Because if you look, if you study, you know what I'm saying, what's my boy's name?
Which one?
The one that got killed by the crackhead. For the drug dealer. I mean, for the drug dealer. The founder of the Black Panther Party. Goddamn.
Who you know?
You know what I'm saying? Founder, you know, he had all this revolution going on, but guess what? He still got killed over a drug debt. Because guess what? He started doing dope. You know what I'm saying? He started beating on his people. He started going away from himself because he was under the influence of cocaine. I go back to influence. From what's influenced your life today? But you've been influenced by, we still been like me. I was growing up in the hood, I've been influenced by my older cousins. You know what I'm saying? And that goes all the way back to the power of influence, man. And you know, you gotta ask yourself, what did you influence or what have you been influenced by going forward?
Right, and you know, the Crips was influenced by drugs. You know, initially, when you had the angel dust and the PCP going on, you had the heroin, and then you had the powder cocaine, and then the crack cocaine just came and just took everything and blew the roof off everything. So now you had regular people, like the mamas and daddies and grandmamas and uncles and aunties, now they on crack. And crack got everybody fucked up, everybody fighting each other. And crack is something that was developed in UCLA in the laboratory by a Caucasian man, or maybe he might have been German, you know what I'm saying? I look at Caucasians as the ones that was born over here, but I think he might have been German, but he was living over here in like 1979, if I'm not mistaken. And we can, you know, Google that and fact check it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so much stuff. Yeah, but like you say, you know, to piggyback off what both of y'all was saying, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where the misconstrued go into that comment that you said, you know what I'm saying, that you was appalled by, you know what I'm saying, the bullying, they not understanding like the oppression that people was up against. So then when you see the violent acts, you're not understanding what was the cause of that. So that's why you gotta get back to the root. You know what I'm saying? Like saying like, nah, this was where it started from. This is how it was. So yeah, eventually, crime did eventually come. Motherfuckers probably did get bullied along the way. What we had now, you know what I'm saying? But that was never the goal. And still to this day, that's not the goal because it's still community based. We still the same. We still got the same community. We still got the same principles in play. It's still exactly the same principles are still in play, but it's just it's a different time and we up against a whole different war than they was even up against. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when you said deeply rooted, you gotta watch this. How do we go from being slaves, being hung and beaten by reading books, and not being able to seek education to go on to make a laboratory to where we can manufacture these kind of drugs? Bro, it came from them.
Yeah, it came from them.
You know what I'm saying? It was strategic. So therefore, all that's going on, you talking about what our main goal was, well, we fell off at it because we fell in the mousetrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We fell victim of it, you know what I'm saying? Not being able to see. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can blame us for being miseducated, you know what I'm saying? Even to this very day.
Right.
Because all that is still being the residual effects of.
Yeah, they put a whoop down on them.
It's still exactly.
The initial goal is freedom. You know what I'm saying? Away from them and doing your own and having your own policing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Doing all of that. But once you get to, like you say, they putting police in our community that's coming over there, taking us to jail, that go deeper to when they say taking the father out the home, putting them in jail, another youngster growing up. My Jesse's mom's in it now, let his moms be on crack, and he raised by the streets. So now all he got to see is the drug dealer. He got to see the gang, baby. He got to see that because they're the only influences now. Because y'all already killed Malcolm, killed Martin, y'all killed Huey P. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be like Tookie and Raymond and see those images of some strong black men that was doing that no more. You dig what I'm saying? And I see a different image, and this is what I gotta push with. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I mean, even it took you last those days as he began to educate himself and uplift himself in education, you know what I'm saying? He started turning around his books, and if you go look at his writings, you know what I'm saying? He started to see like, man, you know what, hold on, was this really my intent?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had to quit his mind, you did PCP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now he got to let himself like, man, I ain't really want all this junk like this, but you don't know your influence. Like, I don't think my older cousins know the impact that it had on my life as I was a kid because they was too caught up in their life.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they really weren't paying attention.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like now.
It's fun, soaking up game.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now. Everybody in this room is influencing somebody right now.
Yeah.
Whether it's your kids, your little homies, somebody looking at you when they taking notes on what you got going on, and guess what? They gonna try to pull it. You know what I'm saying? A little bit you out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a place right there.
Yep.
You know, so that's life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we go deep, you want to break that down, and you want to look at it. You gotta look at it from that point of view too. You know what I'm saying? Whether your mama was a crackhead, you might have an addictive gene cell now. You know what I'm saying? Because just like you can pass on a cancer gene, you can also pass on an addictive gene.
Crack baby.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for
I'm
real.
just saying.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So you might be like, why this nigga act like this? Why this nigga do this? Why this nigga do that? But guess what? That shit in his DNA.
Pop used to shoot
You know
dice.
what I'm saying?
Nigga like to shoot dice.
Yeah.
You know,
For real.
whatever.
When you look on the psychological aspect of what's going on, it's deeper. It's deeper than surface.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than surface, bro.
Yeah, and not to cut you off, but to piggyback on what you're saying, right? At the same time, because this is what a lot of people ain't taking into consideration when they look at the formation of the Crips, you know, specifically. You talking about a bunch of teenagers.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't even matured and grown mentally or physically because it's say 21, some say 25 is when you actually reach your intelligence level and also your physical capacity, how tall you gonna be, what you gonna be, give or take on your healthiness, you know what I'm saying? So you got dudes that's still in their infantile development stages making decisions on life and death. And they also on dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to figure it out.
Life lasting decisions. Like, that's
And then you got the police. You got the police doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame nobody for, making decisions that's, in hindsight, might not have been the best decision, the best choices. But look at the options that was available at the time. It was like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So, here we go, this is the result of that,
So, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the best way to really break it down when it comes to like addressing that. The specific comment and like see how far you can really take it, but now that person, whenever they watch this episode, they gonna have to be more enlightened. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said something which is also like we ain't gonna even discredit your comment because, like you said, it's more appalling than offended because you just didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Uneducated.
It was uneducated. And that's what this podcast is all about. That's why I'm glad to sit right here. So I'm like, hey, can't wait for him to come back. That first episode was dope. I'm gonna be tuned in to every one, but I feel like.
Now you welcome to always.
I'll probably be here somewhere, you know what I mean, in the category if I'm not sitting right here with my niggas. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, nigga, this right here, the education that I feel like the normal viewer will get from other podcasters, because I watch a lot of different podcasts too, and there's nowhere out there that's really giving that real raw just information. Everybody kind of speaking on gang shit in a way, some people doing it the wrong way, and the few that's doing it the correct way is still not getting all the way to the history of how niggas can really break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because like y'all said in the first episode, it's a lot of rich history just from the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? That has to be spoken on. It has to be broken down for the rest of the world to understand it. Which is why another comment that kind of had niggas appalled was Akademiks when he spoke on saying that the gangbanging culture out here is not as active as other states.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had a statement kind of like that, which for us, I want to get how y'all feel about that. I'm gonna say how I feel about it. It goes back to not having the information. One thing about culture out here is we don't do no studio, so not to knock no other, you know what I'm saying, group of people from other cities and different states and all that, because everybody move how they move. But one thing we was always taught at a young age, when I say no studio, I'm saying no faking, no fronting, no capping. I mean, nowadays, like people say no capping in the places. But I'm saying like as far as the cameras and doing things as gangster that. People, nowadays everybody want to do everything gangster in front of the camera.
Right.
We was never taught that. As a youngster, it's like, man, we don't show nothing that's going on.
Right.
We don't glorify. That goes back to what we said from the last conversation. That was the ways of the Panthers and all that. They had everything militant and understood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be in this to know this. You know what I'm saying?
So look, I have a question. So this dude's name too?
Academics.
And he from what state?
I don't even know where he's from. He's just a podcast.
But this is the thing though, this is what a person got to realize as well. Everything we do, they do later.
Yeah.
So we ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? Like gang bang and all that started here. Y'all following our trends. You know what I'm saying? So now, you got people like myself getting off a life sentence and all that. We got homies coming home, niggas to the bed. And so we done educated ourselves and realized, you know what, hey, guess what? I kind of want to do something else a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
So he could be right. Maybe we ain't on that right now because niggas have been told on. You know what I'm saying? We try to support our moms and our family. You know what I'm saying? People got kids now. We ain't grown and developed to realize, you know what, I can do better.
You are 100% accurate, you're 100% right. But at the same time, you gotta also look at this. He made a statement based on, you know, it came from an uneducated perspective.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
He's not standing on no facts.
No.
You know, he's not standing on no reality.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, in his mind because from my understanding, he's not a person that be in the mix and be outside and going places and, you know, he ain't at the dysfunction, that function on the level that he's on. He's not, he basically do all this shit at his house. You know, so he wouldn't know any motherfucking way.
And he's tying a lot of his gang knowledge to what he sees on the internet.
On the internet,
and music,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So a lot of the gang representation that's coming from out on this side might not look as a representation to him or what's going on, because in other places, they like I say, not like just any other places, but on the internet. Like we all know the internet nowadays, any crime you're doing, people posting it, they showing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the culture he's involved with. He was one of the dudes who really helped spearhead like reporting on the drill scene in other states like Chicago and shit. You feel me? So in his mind, music and gangster shit is just hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the Cali rappers not drill rappers. They not doing no gangster rap. They're not doing the type. Even though we started gangster rap, what's looked at as gangster rap now is drill music. That's gangster rapping. Like I'm rapping it, and we showed you we did it yesterday. But we come from the era, like I just said from the beginning. Can't show you that shit. You feel me? That's just all it boiled down to. You want to see it, but we really living it as well. Man, the original way of living it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, there's probably rappers out here, there's probably street niggas, gangsters out here that's not on the internet. But the ones that are on there, you're not seeing them do the things that you expect to see a gangster doing.
What he don't understand is, all you gotta do is just look at the county jail, look at the population of the county jail, look at the age and look at the race. Look at the population in the penitentiary, look at the age, look at the race, and look at the time they got. Look what they in there for. Yeah. And then once you understand that, you would never make that statement.
And then he'll understand that, like you said earlier, it's not no competition. It's not nobody's, because at the end of the day, it always goes back to the root of, man, we all minorities, we all pushing this same struggle. You dig what I'm saying? So they under that same shit that, like he said, originated that passed to different places, and now they going through the same things that niggas already done been through. So everybody really on the same pedestal when it comes to just some wild out, because anybody can wild. I don't take a second to do some gangster shit.
So look,
you know what I'm saying?
Now watch this. When I was in the pen, right, I had run into some dudes down from Chicago, right? He was a GD, right? You know, back out there, you know, the locals and the folks, as they call it, run together. You know what I'm saying? Crips fuck with him, so boom. Now he like, man, he come out here like, man, Cali, wow, because he didn't expect it to be this. They don't know nothing about Crips on Crips and all. They like, man, I thought all the Crips was together.
Nigga, he just focused on the pine tree.
You know what I'm saying? And so he had to get a rule to break. He had to educate himself on how, you know, discombobulated he is out here and how we move, because they out there moving a little bit different.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But in my mind, you know, they no, I used to be like that. They ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just getting the memos like, bro, we just updating our programs a little bit quicker, bro. That's how I look at it. I don't even say that this, because you give them the 10 years and all that, you like, man, this ain't all. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Because we out here getting boo bop and bang bang, and you in that county, you like, nigga.
To me, the bigger issue ain't even that him getting it wrong or thinking like that or even having that. It's the fact that this niggas like himself, Adam 22 and other podcasters, that speak on gang shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think they speak on it and have a big platform. They're not understanding, they misinforming the people because they don't got the education. You got a nigga like you said, we don't know where he from, we know he from being in front of the computer, talking shit about saying different things, and he even probably will admit, I don't know shit, I just be saying whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got a white dude who doing what he doing, and you know, he's getting the biggest gangster interviews, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, about what's going on.
Life, but that's not living in life.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Like I tell everybody, look, you can't read a book, you can't watch a movie. If you ain't front line, you just not gonna know.
Yeah.
If you ain't dodging them bullets from when they coming, you not know. You ain't getting your dough kicked in, you not gonna know. You ain't been on high speed chase. I don't care what you bring, you can't experience that through a book, you can't experience that through a conversation. You gotta be in those situations. So, you know, nobody cares, bro, what you talking about. You wasn't there, bro, you don't know who you interview, who you talk to, who wrote you, who text you, nigga. You don't know what that life is about, bro.
That's a fact. It ain't gonna mean nothing. But that's the problem with the internet. For them, it means something to them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't understand, like he said, what it means to people that's really from that cloth, that's really from that. So that's why you get a lot of niggas who watch that shit and be irritated and upset because their voice can't even be heard because they don't even do the You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back to everything is all full circle about how out here niggas even really move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the older, all the way down, from the oldest niggas to the youngest niggas out here, motherfucking mindset is still on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, these niggas is making a mockery about some shit that niggas is living and dying for. Like, you said, going on high speed chases for, getting their doors kicked in for, court cases for,
Life sentences
for,
face tax,
come on,
head tax,
come on, you know, jail for it, right now, in the ground for it, right now. You know what I'm saying? Still thugging right now, so people got a different
surgeries.
Come on, niggas got a different court for it though. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody who just asking questions and don't really give a fuck. That's why he can ask questions.
He never hired no cages and sprayed no starch or no cages. He never did that. You know, so you don't understand that. He never got on that RTD bus, that Compton bus. We ain't never did nothing like that. Never been to the Slauson swap meet. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm gonna say this. I look at it right now. I
Compton football game.
I've been gone 16 years, right? And I come back, all this right here is more like, so entertainment. Like game ain't it more so entertainment. Like you got individuals out here, they gonna slide, but they gonna put it on camera. They gonna go over here, but they wanna put that on camera. These niggas, all these niggas. I don't know what that's about because nigga, that's evidence where I'm from.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? And so you niggas, I don't get you niggas, bro. I don't understand. I had 2 life sentences, nigga. I'm looking at these and like, all these niggas finna go to jail, nigga.
Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, what is about? Because you more, they said, nigga, killers going silence. You niggas is killers. You niggas is putting in your songs. I took a nigga yesterday at Starbucks, and guess what? They going like, oh yeah, well that was him at the Starbucks. Cause you just told yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm just saying, like, the generation now, bro, I don't even understand. I don't look at it as game bang. I look at it as entertainment. Everybody want followers. Everybody want notoriety. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, that's not really what this is about because you putting target on the back of that B-by what you call your enemigos, your ops, or whatever they call them, and the police, bro. Like, you set yourself up for failure. And if you lose in the game, you trying to win. You trying to win, bro.
People lost that when it came to the internet because that's the structure of just having that embedded in you, but the internet got a whole nother hold on niggas. It's just like drugs.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
It's addictive,
It's addictive. Same way niggas say crack took motherfuckers, the internet got motherfuckers to where they like shit. Some motherfuckers really don't give a fuck like they'll do anything for that second, that moment, that you know what I'm saying? That time, it's that high, they chasing that internet high. Like nigga.
And you know what's bad? I was watching the one that on what's that Instagram, right? They had he in the high speed chase. He got the baby mama in the car. I'm watching. I'm like, nigga, how you in a high speed chase? And the first thing you do is grab your phone and we go live. Nigga, I'm trying to figure out what color I'm gonna hit. This nigga on the phone, I'm like, yeah, this nigga crazy.
That's the generation. It's like I'm saying, that's the generation.
They had this one nigga on there. The police killed him on camera.
Yeah.
You like, they really kill me. I'm like, nigga, you in the shootout. The first thing you do is run your camera, be on your. I'm like, man, this shit. But some go.
It ain't funny. It's sad. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you know. Brother, that shit don't make no sense.
I mean, because if you look at, if you did find a way to wiggle, you on live.
Yeah.
So if you did hit quick on get up in the bridges, was able to get up out of here, you on live. You ain't giving yourself a chance anyway, bro. You ain't giving yourself a chance.
I ain't like that's but see, that goes back to what I'm saying with the internet, and that's why what he's saying make absolute sense because nigga, why would you do that? But the same, that's why. That for that moment, I ain't even saying that's what he on or whenever he on it, but at that moment, that's what you obviously looking for because it's like there's no other reason. Like you said, if you actually did something and you trying to get away from that, you know what I'm saying? The only other reason, the only other reason, like you said, to play any kind of like defense on that end, the only other reason would be if a motherfucker nowadays how the police, like you said, they been shooting motherfuckers down.